Hello. Like so many other alternative people, I was very excited when I discovered the Goth YouTube community. It might not be the largest community and it might not get the most views or the most subscribers, but it's still a community that makes us feel welcome and happy to be who we are and happy to be amongst people like ourselves, and that's very important. Everyone needs to feel like they belong somewhere. The Goth YouTube community is as expansive as any other community on YouTube because Goth at its core is a musical movement. Every Goth YouTuber likes Goth music, and beyond that, the possibilities are endless. You don't have to, obviously, only live your life according to Goth bands or anything. It's kind of fun because Goth itself has developed its own culture and a lot of offshoots of that culture throughout the decades. And that's part of the reason it's so interesting to watch Goth YouTubers, because each of them has something in common with the others, but none of them are exactly the same. In fact, they're not even remotely the same in terms of the kind of videos they make, the subject matter they cover, their overall look. Everything is different, and that makes it so entertaining. One of the things that always tied Goth YouTubers together is the fact that obviously they discuss Goth, obviously. A lot of them have made DIY videos because a lot of people are obviously very happy that Goth has become large scale enough that you don't have to make everything yourself anymore. You can actually go online to Goth-centered stores and buy things for yourself, but it still is fun to make something your own. You might go on the Killstar website and see a really cool vegan leather jacket with spikes on it, but go, yeah, but the rest of it's kind of plain. I want to be able to DIY it into something that suits my personality more, and things like that, and makeup and hair and overall fashion. So many of these subjects have been covered by Goth YouTubers, and in multiple different ways. You can have 3 different Goth YouTubers teaching you a DIY in totally separate methods, and that makes it easier for the viewer because it's easier for you to figure out after watching all 3 of those YouTubers which one's method suits you best, which one you can do the easiest. I adore the Goth YouTube community, and I know a lot of people do because on average they tend to have between 50K and 600K subscribers, and that is nothing to groan about in my opinion. However, something has changed over the past year, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who has noticed it. The biggest change is that Goth YouTubers are not uploading as frequently. In fact, almost not at all. You can go a full month without seeing videos from a lot of Goth YouTubers. And the other issue that has arisen is that when they do upload and they do realize that, oh wow, I'm not really uploading as often as I should be, I need to get cracking on this, is the fact that they're not the same quality videos. Yes, the camera work is still nice, the editing is still nice, but the videos just don't feel the same. They don't really feel like, you know, Goth YouTube videos anymore. It will just be endless unboxings, endless hauls. Most of them don't even do product reviews or monthly favorites anymore, and that kind of video actually helps the Goth community a lot because there are more makeup items and hair items and things like that that are geared towards us, but they're not always the cheapest things in the world, and you want to see other people's opinions on them before buying them. But every unboxing, it seems like now, is the same like 3 subscription boxes, and it gets sold as like, ah yes, like all 5 of these people are gonna open the same freaking fairy box or whatever this time. It's just not interesting anymore when they all just do subscription boxes. A couple times it's cute on your channel. It's cute to see a couple of different Goth subscription boxes, because who knows, there might be something new that you don't know about yet that you'd like to know more about. But when it's like all of your videos, boring. Same with the hauls. We all know most of the hauls in the Gothic YouTube community come from sponsorships. There's nothing wrong with sponsorships. There's nothing wrong with YouTubers showing sponsored products. Not at all. It's difficult. I can tell you from my own experience, it's difficult to make YouTube videos, especially on a regular schedule, and you deserve to be compensated for that work. It's a whole day's job, but it's difficult to take it seriously when you upload like once or twice a month, and all of those uploads are some kind of haul from a sponsorship or a subscription box. So I started wondering, why is it that we're kind of losing our Goth YouTube community? Why is it that the Goth YouTubers are no longer discussing Goth lifestyle? And I hate to be that person pointing fingers again, but a lot of it falls on YouTube's shoulders. YouTube has made it very, very difficult to be discovered if you're not one of the like wonderful top 10. The algorithm that is currently in place does nothing really to support new content creators. You could have beautiful quality content on your channel, but it's not going to be seen. I've seen some people who only have like 1.5k subscribers, and I'm like, how does this person not have like 2 million subscribers? They're doing a fantastic job. But it's because YouTube doesn't let people discover them. Let's face it, there's two ways most of us find people on YouTube or content on YouTube. We either type something in the search bar like DIY goth gloves or something, or we're already watching somebody and on the sidebar we see recommended videos and we click on them. And more often than not, it's the latter. We see the recommendations and we click on them. But how are any of us who are new here supposed to make it into the recommendations? Even if you have all the right tags, all the right keywords, the best title and thumbnail you can possibly create, you might not be seen. And you can't honestly tell me that, for example, it's Black Friday and Riri Phillips don't deserve, with all the work that they generally do, to be right up there with those over 1 million subscriber YouTubers. They absolutely do. And they do each have a fairly substantial fan base and a lot of subscribers. Black Friday is at over 500,000 subscribers. But what's happening? She still has to heavily rely on sponsorships because she isn't being seen. It doesn't matter if she has over 500,000 subscribers. What's matter is she's not getting the views that she needs. And she's not the only one. Pretty much everybody in the Goth YouTube community is going through the same thing right now. Everyone wants to make videos that they care about and that they know the community cares about and that the community wants to see, but how are you supposed to do that knowing full well that if you're like, let's just do a video on the top 10 influential goth bands of, the past 3 decades, how are you supposed to make a quality video like that you know people will be interested in, that you know people are going to watch, but also know it's not going to get views because it's a niche thing and YouTube just isn't going to make it visible. It's never going to trend. It's never going to show up in recommended videos unless you're very, very lucky, and that is frustrating. Most of the goth YouTubers I've found over the years, I found through Instagram. I didn't find them on YouTube. I found their Instagrams by looking for other goth people for like makeup inspiration and stuff, and I stumbled across the fact that in their bio it said their YouTube name. And I've looked at my own analytics, and almost all of my viewers come from external websites. They're all coming from Vampire Freaks or Instagram. And that's because I understand it's obviously important for YouTube to shine their greatest spotlight on their content creators who bring YouTube the most money, which are the ones with like 13 million subscribers and stuff. But they need to understand that that comes at a cost as far as viewership is concerned. You can have 14 million subscribers and only like 98K views per video. Look at people like Zoella right now. Her main channel still has like 13, 14 million subscribers, but she barely even gets a million views per video now. But still, she's one of the ones who pops up the most often because YouTube shines light on her, because if she has a bunch of subscribers, they see her as making them money. I think that it would be very beneficial if like once a month or so they decide to shine light on something a little different, like new content creators. They take someone with under 100K subscribers, and depending on, you know, what's trending that month, do that. Maybe like in December, because of all of the holidays that happen in December, you could shine light on a content creator or a bunch of content creators with under 100K subs who bake, because a lot of people bake in December. And then you've got a whole new slew of content creators who are bakers. In October, it can be the Goth and alternative month because things are spooky, and then people will find us more easily. I don't know why stuff like that is so painful for YouTube, but at the same time, as much as I understand that Goth YouTubers, through no fault of their own, need to, you know, make money somehow and do the things that their sponsors pay them to do, I still wish you guys would pad it up a little more with the kind of content you used to make. Alright, if a subscription box or Killstar or whoever the hell is sponsoring you, that is totally fine. Do those videos on like the first of every month or something, but then make sure that in that month you also do 2 or 3 other videos that are the old quality content we all signed up for, like your favorite bands and your monthly favorites from fashion and beauty and stuff, or vlogs of concerts that you go to and stuff. I wish that you guys would go back to that kind of idea, because it's really frustrating. Like, I love all of you. A lot of us love all of you, but at this point, the only one I'm actively watching is A Verbs and Alters for a couple reasons. One, because we're basically twins from other countries, and 2, because Dorian, yes, occasionally gets some kind of sponsorship, but it's more like just a discount code and free stuff. But a majority of his videos are still just him doing whatever the fuck he wants, and that's the kind of thing I want to see, and showing you still how to DIY your own goth chokers and stuff, and going on little vlog trips to places a lot of goth people like castles and cemeteries and stuff, and talking about goth club nights. I hope no one thought this video was too harsh. It's certainly not meant to be. It's just something that I'm kind of passionate about. And remember, do something that makes you happy today, no matter what anybody else thinks about it, and I will see all of you again soon.